All right, good morning. It is a cold end of January day, so I'm sitting in the house. It's raining a little bit, so I got in some new CullShads. Now, if you've checked out my other video, you know I love the CullShad. CullShad's one of my favorite baits. Well, they got in the new saltwater version of them. See saltwater here? And I forgot to put a review of this on because excuse me, even though it's this basically the same bait, it's not quite the same. Build wise, it's pretty much the same build. Scent wise, let me start there. Scent wise, it smells just like the other CullShads. There really is no different. It has the bottom harness, like you see here. Same hookup style there. The same kind of soft tail. You see there, that Honeycomb is just awesome, which means it swims really slow in the water. I mean, it can swim at really slow speeds. The only difference is this big, giant hook sticking out of the back. Now, with this big, giant hook is the only difference between the two. And why they put this in the CullShad, I don't know. Now, you'll probably get more hookups with it, I would say. But I think if they only get this hook, they will throw this bait a lot quicker. I have learned over the years that single hook, that's why I got away from some of the Berkeley baits before, throwing them, because that single jig hook like that, you'd lose a lot of fish. They'd come out of the water, they'd shake their head, and that bait would go flying. They would use it as leverage and get rid of it. You'd have to put a stinger on, and it kind of ruined the action of the bait. So the saltwater CullShad, the one thing I can tell you now is I don't think this is going to work out. Now, if you have a striper grab this or something that's going to halfway swallow the bait, you're going to get them because you're going to get the treble hook and this hook in their mouth, and it's not going to get away. But over the years, I've changed out these hooks to something like this, where as you can see here on this bait here, I do a harness. And I cut the hook off. This had a J hook in it just like that, just like this. But I cut it and added this harness because they would throw this bait. I would hook up on this bait here, and 1 out of 3 to 4 fish would throw it. It would come to the water, shake its head, and that lure would go flying. And it was very frustrating. And I learned from different people that this is the way to do it. You make yourself a harness, and it keeps that from happening. So the only thing on the CullShad I'm going to tell you here is what I would do is I would cut this big dude off. Same bait. They got some nice colors on it. Like, you can't tell this color here, but this is called Mermaid. You got to look this up. To me, it's like a ghost trout. But they've got some different colors for saltwater versions. This is one. This is called Mermaid. This is the 6-inch CullShad. Excuse me. And they're great baits. They really are just a great bait. Guys in saltwater are going to catch fish with them. They're going to hold up pretty well. I don't know with the J hook though. With the J hook, if you get a toothy critter that bites in it and it gets hooked with that, it's going to tear this bait up. And even though the bait's a little stiffer than other soft plastic baits in this style, it's still going to tear this bait up. So that's another thing, that when they hook here, this hook breaks free. If I can get it undone one-handed here without hooking myself, this hook breaks free, and this is all they get. So the bait hangs out their mouth like this. And I've caught tons of fish that way with this setup here. But with that hook there, this hook, no. They grab it, they bite into it, they bite the body in half. You know, if you get like a really large pickerel, will damn near tear this bait in half. And because of that J hook, and then throw it. So what I tell you is it's a good bait overall. But for me, if I got these, like I got a couple, I just wanted to try out the colors here. I wanted to see how they were. Take them out. That's why I took this one out, because I love this color. This is called Mermaid, like I said. But the J hook, in my opinion, is a no-go. If you can get the regular CullShads, I don't see a difference between the freshwater and the saltwater version making a difference when it comes to formula. I really don't know if one will bite one more so than the other. I mean, if you throw this in freshwater, they're going to eat this. I don't care what you say. It's a saltwater lure, but they're going to eat it. So, but for me, that jig hook is way too much, and I will be cutting this one off. So, let me know what you think. Other than that, this was my best bait last year by far. Last year, end of the year before last year, I caught more fish on this bait than I did any other lure, and I stand by that. And it's a great lure. So you can get out and pick up a couple CullShad, give it a shot. If you fish these saltwater ones, let me know, and I'll get out on the water and give them a shot and see how we do. But yeah, I'll be definitely cutting that hook off. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you out on the water. Good luck.